Grand Rising everyone, I'm your girl Nix, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I extract my Noni juice from my Noni fruits. And I've got an article where it's discussing the benefits of Noni. So if you want to see how the Noni juice is extracted and learn a bit about Noni fruit and its benefits and what it can do for you as an individual, stay tuned. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for joining. So I found this article on the web and I wanted to share it with you guys. Researchers studied Noni to see if they could help fight MC and protect the body during chemotherapy. What they did, they tested Noni on breast C cells in the lab, and this was on mice with tumors. They also combined Noni with a chemotherapy drug called cyclophosphamide, which is going to help slow the C growth down. Noni also stopped the C cells from growing. It killed more C cells over time. And they had a stronger version, which they called DNG, that they combined with the Noni juice that made the Noni juice more potent. And it made chemotherapy work better when Noni was used together with the drug. They realized that the CYL and the Noni juice shrunk tumors more, and more C cells died. And guess what happened to the mice? They lived longer. So the combination of using the Noni and the drug, the pharmaceutical drug, worked better than chemotherapy alone. That was a major discovery. So Noni helps protect the body from chemotherapy damage. It helps to protect the other healthy cells and organs, especially the liver, the blood cells, and the bone marrow. So the mice that were given the Noni treatment had healthier livers, less inflammation, better blood level, fewer signs of damage. So they started to think, if Noni contains natural plant compound that may reduce stress and inflammation in the body and also support the immune system, this was going to help trigger the C cells to die. It also was going to protect the healthy cells from damage. And this was a great finding for the researchers, because the study suggested that Noni may help support C treatment by slowing tumor growth. It also is going to help chemotherapy, and it's going to work better, and it's going to also reduce some side effects. This was an amazing finding. So guys, I prepared this video and I researched Noni because I've often taken Noni juice, but I've never ever made the Noni juice from scratch or extract. So I wanted to do this video and research a bit more so you guys can understand that Noni fruit is a fruit that should be looked at more, should be used more. Our traditional recipes around Noni should be kept, preserved and, handed down to the younger generation because they are going to need it as well. So try, extracting some Noni today. All right. This is our Noni. Bag and Noni when I carry back. Some of them kind of look a bit, rotten, but I go work with the juice underneath the bottom. Cause that's what I want for using on the formula. So yeah. Right. So I'm gonna put the Noni in another bag and bore some holes in the top bag so it can drain down. And this is the Noni juice in here, so I'm gonna leave this for hang for a few days. And then come back and see how much, me get. But I'm going to put this bag in another bag just to reinforce it. That, leak out. But it's supposed to drip. You're not supposed to squeeze it out. So I'm hanging it from my shelf. Just put a little screw here, so. Put it in one net bag as well. And put a little container at the bottom just in case this spill. But there's space between for it to drip, you see? So I'm just going to make him drip, 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 drip out and keep a check on it. Make sure so the container no move or shift. So, yeah, this is how I'm going to juice the Noni. That I can make my Noni and moringa soap. Alright? Also, I'll be using it as a tonic for internally as well. I've got the Noni in the black bag here. Then I've got a other bag that it's in, and it's reinforced in another bag just in case. And then I have another container at the bottom. I've got a container at the bottom to catch it if it's leaking. So I'd advise you to double the bag that you're gonna collect the juice in. So the Noni is in the black bag and it's dripping down into the other bag. But if that bag has a hole, the bag where you reinforce it will collect that juice. And then if that have a hole as well, the container below will get the juice. So I just reinforce this thing because it stinks as well, and I don't want to make this get anywhere. So this is how I'm gonna juice my Noni and collect the juice to make my soaps. And as you can see, there's a lot of juice that has been collected in the bag. So it's a good thing that you reinforce the bag because the bag was leaking into the other bag. So make sure you double up the bags that is going to collect your Noni juice. So all right? It's draining and dripping really good. I've collected a lot of juice in here. None has dropped down into the container below. So everything is tightly secured and there's no leakage in the bags. Just make sure that the bag that you've got the Noni in is high enough to leave space for dripping, because it needs to drain down into the other bag, and then you collect the juice, and then that's what I'm going to use to formulate with. All right, I don't see no other movements going on with the liquid that has been collected from our Noni. So my conclusion is that it stopped dripping. So I'm going to collect this extract from the Noni, and this is what I'm going to be using into my soaps. All right. So if you want to see the making of that video, just subscribe to our channel, log in, click on the notification, and just, be patient. I am in the lab. All right. So this has been quite a journey for me. From the sunny islands of Jamaica to the UK, I am going to show you how I turn the Noni that I got from the tree, and I hang it to drain for a few days now. It's been draining for around 5 days now. And yeah, I'm so excited about this. And I just wanted to show you guys how to drain your Noni, alright? You probably don't even need the mesh bag with the container underneath, but I did put it there just in case, you know what I mean? But because I doubled the bag, it catch, because one bag was leaking and the other one caught it. So yeah, alright, I trust that this video has been informative for you guys and you can try this at home. I'm going to collect all the juice now from this, and yeah, if it's still draining and dripping, then I'm gonna leave it for a few more days. But I'm gonna collect the juice in it now and then leave it and see if it gain any more liquid in the bottom. And I'm gonna put it in this container. I put my gloves on because I'm not too sure if this is gonna stink. This is the first time I've ever done a Noni extraction. I was in Jamaica for a few weeks and I picked the Noni like when it was yellow but not ripe. It was hard, and I traveled with it the next day and I brought it here and it got ripened on the way over, traveling. But I had it in a plastic bag wrapped up into another one, so it kind of, if any leak was to happen, it would happen internally and not expose all over in the suitcase. So anyways, I did the extraction and I doubled the bag. So basically I put the Noni in one bag, all of them, and your Noni are gonna look rotten. That's the process. That's what I was told by the Rasta man. Say the Noni are gonna look like it's spoiled and thing. That's how it normally look because it's a ferment. So just ignore that, tie it up, and then put it into another bag. But make sure you have space into that bag. But double that bag just in case the first bag have hole. The liquid will catch like this. So this is the amount of Noni juice I got. See it? So I'm thinking I should just pierce the bag a bit more and get holes into it that it can drip out more. Today is the 5th or 6th day, I think it is. So yeah, I think it can drip more. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna extract this juice and then put it back and see how much, we get dripped again. Alright? So just watch me as I do this process. So I'm gonna catch this here, so yeah, and just open this, try and get everything out. Confirmation, make sure that everything is in there, sir. Yeah. And this is my first extraction. This is my first Noni extraction. Yep. I'm gonna use this bag again. Oh my goodness, guys. It don't even smell stink. Oh my goodness, look. This is the amount of Noni juice I got. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. I wonder if I can taste some. Alright, I'm gonna get some more information from the Rasta man, and then make a come back and tell them what I'm saying if you do. Because I was just gonna use it for soap. But this is so good for so much other things. So I'll come back and tell you. Alright. My, that smells really good. It's not really good. Right, put it on and keep him right there. So now I'm going to tie this one back up. Right, some of the juice you kind of leave back in there. So when you see just a little bit, leave back in there, yeah? So we're going to say juice is at the bottom, right? So let me just use this fork and use this up a bit more, you know? Right. And then set him back up how we had it. Yeah? Just like that. Just like that. Set him back up with the string as well. Just like that. There we go. Yep. I'm going to put it back in the mesh bag. Right? And tie him back up. No, put the piece back in there. So. Yep. And then I just tie him back up. You know how? I'm going to leave him right here, so. Yeah. I'm going to leave him right there so like that. Yep. And then see if we can get another, round of juice from it. Thank you for watching, guys. It's your girl, Nix. And this is Remember to Remember Your Roots and Culture. This is my Noni extraction from my Noni fruits. And I traveled all the way from Jamaica back to the UK just to do this video just for you. Alright, so come back and see what I make with my Noni. And if I've got any more information, I'll leave it at the end of the video, alright? So I'm going to hit up Rastaman now and ask him, when I extract it like this, can I just immediately drink it, or do I have to ferment it more? Or because it fermented over the 6 days, is it alright? Because I know I'm going to use it in my soaps anyways, but I want to taste it to see how it tastes because it smells so nice. The fruit itself, I guess the pulp and everything, a bit rotten and tastes disgusting and smells horrendous. God, it stink. But the juice smells so fruity and nice, like it's a juice. So yeah, this is the first time I've ever done Noni extraction, and I'm very, very proud of myself, and I'm so happy that I was able to experience picking the Noni from the fruit tree and actually, turning it into an extract that I can use internally and externally. Alright? Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and click onto the notification bell and come back for more. And other videos I've got in my playlist, have a watch and see. Alright? Thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon. This is my leaf of life. I brought it back, and it's growing. And I've got some growing in a pot. And I've got some French thyme as well. So yeah, this is all I do. Thanks for joining, guys. And I'll talk to you soon. I spoke to Rasta, and Rasta said anytime I feel the urge for the energy, like to have a sip, I should just take a sip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them. I'm going to actually divide them into 2 batches. I'm going to use 30 grams into my soap, and the rest I'm going to just sip along the way. So whenever I feel the urge, I can sip on it, but it's ready. And Noni can be extracted up to, 2 weeks. So it depending on how many Noni fruits you're extracting, and also how fast the holes are for leakage. All right. My holes were small, so that's why I pierced it again to extract the remaining juice. But you can extract the noni juice from the fruit up to 2 weeks. All right. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll come back and see you when me I sip some noni juice.